Welcome here to TalkFCB and welcome back to the channel here today, guys, for the big one. It is El Clasico, live from the Camp Nou, in a battle at the top of La Liga. And after recent events over the past few days or so, it does feel as though there's even more at stake in this game than usual. We're going to be talking about the rising tension between these two teams. We're going to be talking about the heat of battle and exactly what we can expect under the lights on Sunday. It is all coming up for you today. Sit back, get ready, and let's do this, because today's big match build-up is coming to you courtesy of Manscaped, who ahead of El Clasico are here to help you handle the big occasion. Because right in time for some spring cleaning, Manscaped's Performance Package 4.0 is the only kit that you will need for an all-in-one grooming experience. It includes the Lawnmower 4.0 for precision groin and body grooming, complete with advanced skin-safe technology and an LED light, along with the Weed Whacker, Crop Preserver, Crop Reviver, and 2 free gifts as well. You can store everything in the shed and you can get yourself some Manscaped anti-chafing boxes absolutely free. And if you head over, guys, to the Manscaped website right now, you can get 20% off your order to celebrate El Clasico. All you got to do is use the discount code TalkFCB at checkout. That'll give you a nice little saving there, and Manscaped are an enormous help to the channel here and to the videos. And I'm absolutely sure that they can be of help to you too. So enjoy that, guys. And let's now get into the big one. Because as we do head into Sunday's clash at the Camp Nou, let's get one thing crystal clear here on El Clasico. This game means more, and especially this one right here. More than just a title race, more than just gaining a competitive edge over our biggest rivals, because after the recent campaigns that have been led against Barca over these past few weeks, what's been written in the media, what's been spread amongst the footballing world, what's been claimed about us, and with Real Madrid now effectively turning their back on any previous relationship that existed here between these two clubs, well, the gloves are off now. This is a battle. This is a fight. And it's one we've got to be ready for. Because when you are looking at the league table right now, it is certainly positive viewing for us Barcelona fans. Barca right now stand 9 points clear at the top ahead of Real Madrid after 25 games played. And a win here against Real in El Clasico would see us move 12 points clear with 12 games to go. A win for Real, though, would mean there the gap would be cut to 6 points. And I think that is actually where right now the psychological battle in this fixture becomes really interesting. Because as much as Barca want to win this game, as much as we are desperate to win it, it's actually funny because we don't need to win it. In terms of the title race, this is not must win. For us, there is only one team on Sunday that need to win, and that's Real Madrid. The pressure is on them. They have to win this game to stay in the title race. They have to beat Barca to even remain in touching distance. And they know that. And I think that's something we've got to use to our advantage. We have to understand our position, the lead that we've built up, and we've got to use that in the right way. We can afford to be patient in this game. We don't have to overcommit ourselves. We don't need to rush to leave ourselves exposed. Leave all that to Real Madrid. Allow them to become a bit anxious in this game, to actually force the issue, and for them to become erratic as the game goes on, because that's then when mistakes can appear. And when they do, we've got to be there to take full advantage, because when it does come to the two teams head-to-head in La Liga this season, there is absolutely no argument at all about who's been the better team. And not only who's been the better team, but the more consistent team as well. Barca have been head and shoulders above Real Madrid in La Liga. We've conceded less than half of the goals that they had. That is an incredible stat right there. We've hit the woodwork double the amount of times. Oh, and as well, Real Madrid have been awarded just the 5 times as many penalties as we have. But of course we won't go into that. But there shouldn't be any surprises when it comes to this game, I mean, against Real Madrid, because Sunday's match will be the 4th competitive Clasico of the season so far. We are no stranger at all to the fixture this season. Back in October, of course, we had the reverse meeting in La Liga, and that time Real Madrid ran out 3-1 winners. That seems right now like a long time ago, but of course that game could still prove to be significant, given that after this Clasico, the La Liga head-to-head ruling will come into play, should we, of course, finish level on points at the end of the season. Then in January, there was the Super Cup, which I think there was a wonderful display from Barca. That was an absolutely fantastic performance there. We had all of our players fit and available. We were able to see what Xavi's team could do. It was vintage Barca, and that was absolute peak level, which is quite funny, because I would say then the most recent Clasico 2 weeks ago, it was the direct opposite of that. It was the most un-Barca-like performance you're likely to see, but at the end of the day, we still got what we wanted. We still got what we needed there at the Bernabeu, a real confidence-boosting win, and we are now going to have to take all of that confidence after winning back-to-back Clásicos of late directly now into the next two. They're both at home, and we have to believe we can make it 4 in a row. Now, when we start to head over to the team selections here, let's start first of all with some words from Carlo Ancelotti. I was quite surprised, actually, in his press conference there. He openly came out and said, "We're going offensive tomorrow." He said, "We will play very offensively against Barcelona. We've got a plan. We know each other very well, and there are no secrets at all." But clearly Ancelotti there, he knows he's got to come out on the front foot. He knows he's got to take the game to Barca, which again could certainly look to work in our favour. And Ancelotti also confirmed there that Karim Benzema, despite missing training on Friday, he will be there on Sunday. He's fully fit, he is ready, and will start against Barca. That is a big boost there for Real Madrid's attack, because when you're looking at their expected lineup, again with Real, there's never too many surprises in a game this big. You know roughly what they're going to do there in terms of their back four, the midfield trio. Like I said yesterday, I expect Tchouaméni to come in for Camavinga, who has been used a lot this season though in many different roles, and then the front three likely to be Valverde, Benzema, Vinicius out on the left-hand side, of course. But I would also say, you know, if Ancelotti wants to go a bit more attacking, be a bit more attack-minded, could we see Rodrigo come into the team somewhere? Could he be involved throughout the game on Sunday? That'll be something to watch out for. And when it comes to Barca, it is quite incredible really that under Xavi, despite all the Clásicos that we played with him as the coach so far, this right here is his very first Clásico as the Barca coach at the Camp Nou. It's going to be a really special moment for him. I'm excited about that for sure, but unfortunately he will not have Pedri to call upon in his team this weekend. He felt something in training, like we said there on Friday. Big blow to our plans in this game, and Dembélé still remains on the sidelines. Those two being out really doesn't help us in terms of creativity, and still leaves us in this game lacking something to really provide our best level performances. But I think we can be absolutely sure in this game that it's going to be that rock solid backline deployed by Xavi. Arau is going to move out to the right hand side to stop Vinicius, Koundé and Christensen at centre back with Balde on the left hand side. In midfield, the only spot really up for grabs there is going to be Franck Kessie. Is he going to be the man to make the start in that midfield? Roberto would be another option, or dropping Gavi in there and playing an extra forward. But I just think in this game, given that Xavi doesn't need to go and chase the win, we don't need to line up with three forwards and really go for Real Madrid and leave lots of spaces. So I do think four midfielders is a lot more likely in this game from Xavi. And before we do move on to the predictions, I would just like to make one last point here when it comes to the teams head-to-head, because let's remember, one of these teams has played in midweek. Real Madrid on Wednesday there played a Champions League game against Liverpool. A lot of their starting players were involved in that game. Barca have had the entire week off to plan, to prepare, to recover and be ready for this fixture. So make no mistake, there's no excuse here not to be physically ready for this game, to bring the intensity from the word go. We should be fresh, we should be ready, and to leave it all out there before the international break. But if we do indeed take a look at the predictions heading into El Clasico, it is safe to say the confidence is there from Barca fans right now. We are feeling as though Barca can do this. Barca can get a huge win and a significant win in the title race in this one. The majority opting for a win by 2+ goals. Now, I've got to say, guys, that would be a big performance. We haven't seen Barca win by 2+ goals now for quite a few weeks, quite a few games. We haven't really been able to get that level of goals going, so I would lean more towards 1. I think we can do it. I think we can get the win over Real Madrid, but I'm looking at a slender margin there. A 2-1 victory, perhaps for Xavi. Xavi's side, we would take that for sure. That would be a monumental day at the Camp Nou for us. But please do let me know, guys, in the comments down below, what are you expecting? What are you feeling ahead of a huge game on Sunday? Can we do it? Can we effectively start to put our hands on the title in La Liga? We're going to find out. Let me know all your predictions down below, and thank you indeed for tuning in here today, for watching the video, getting involved, and indeed, if you purchase anything from Manscaped, a big thank you from me. I will see you soon, after the game, of course, for all of the reaction. Let's hope it's special. Let's hope it's a victory. But until next time, as always, Visca, El Barça.